We have live team coverage of the mayoral races in both Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. We have Mike Wagenheim, our diplomatic correspondent, who is in Nachlaot in Jerusalem, and we also have Ariel Levin-Waldman reporting from Tel Aviv. Mike, I want to start with you in Jerusalem because right now it really is an open race for the Jerusalem mayor's race. What's going on there?
That's right, Eli. 4 serious candidates remain. The frontrunner, Ofer Berkovich, young 35-year-old, a secular resident of the city, has led a youth movement, and he's opposed by 3 Orthodox candidates, including 2 ultra-Orthodox, and right now the vote is split among those religious candidates. We're very likely to have a runoff 2 weeks from now, but in the latest polling that came out on Friday, Berkovich, the frontrunner, with about 31% of the vote, and City Councilman Moshe Leon trailing him by just a couple percentage points. But you mentioned the day off today. The first day off in Israel for municipal elections could have a huge impact on this race because the secular and liberal Orthodox base here in Jerusalem traditionally has not come out for municipal elections. It's critical to Berkovich's campaign that they do. We're here right now with Tracy Shipley, a supporter of Berkovich, who's voting today. Tracy, how do you get the vote out for this one? It's so critical for your candidate.
Absolutely, and we need to really handle this first time around. It's important, and what's so amazing about Ofer is the fact that, as you mentioned, he was born and raised in Jerusalem, and he came back from the army, from his studies, and he realized that we need to find a way to keep young people in the city because the amount of people that were leaving after university to Tel Aviv was horrible. And so what he did was to start working with the tarbut, with the culture, by bringing in a lot of activities, not only to the center of the city, but also to the neighborhoods. They brought in, then he created the party of Hitorut, and they brought in around 500 young businesses into the city to find a way to also keep a lot of jobs here. Also because then he started running also as vice mayor. He became deputy mayor about 4 years ago, and he, with his connections and other people in his party, because they had the cultural seat and they also had the education seat and the youth seat, so they were able to go out on a national level through the Knesset and get people to support bringing millions of shekels, including Elkin, into Jerusalem so that we can really expand the housing and the culture that was going on and a lot of the other activities.
Again, to avoid a runoff, 40% of the vote is needed. It's highly unlikely. 2 weeks from now, there won't be a day off. So how difficult will it be, even if Berkovich wins the primary today, to win that runoff?
Wow. Well, actually, we're really looking for winning it today. That's extremely important. And we've been out. We have 1,000 volunteers. Everybody working at the Kalpi are not being paid. They're all volunteers. And it's extremely important and exciting for us that we're going to win first time around, because we really believe that when it comes to Jerusalem, it's only Ofer Berkowitz and Hitorut that's going to make the huge difference that needs to be done in the city.
Tracy Shipley, a supporter of the frontrunner, joining us here for Nachlaot. Again, Interior Minister Aryeh Deri says turnout is high so far here on the first nationwide day off for municipal elections. It will have a huge impact on this race in particular, Eli.